Hello everyone, you are very much welcome to Anybest YouTube channel. My name is Eno Johnson. Today I'm talking about crayfish business. I like to talk about crayfish business today. Crayfish business is very profitable. That's if you know how to do it. You must have to understand how it works. Yes, it's very, very lucrative if you know your way through it. Why I'm saying if you know your way through it, do you know that one thing I observe is that the more as the day goes by, that's how crayfish reduces. So let's just say you bought 2 bags and you open them. You don't finish selling them just within a short space of time. It gradually reduce. You will lose. So stay back and listen to this video so that you learn in case you're interested in this business, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are yet to do so. Thank you. Yes, when we say crayfish business is profitable, this is because it sells faster and in great quantity than maybe crayfish and other sea animals. Everybody eats it except few individuals who doesn't, just for probably religious reasons, personal reasons, and so on. It is consumed and sold in large quantities all over the world on a daily basis. Nigeria has crayfish in abundance. Akwa Ibom State has the biggest crayfish market, not just in Nigeria, perhaps in Africa and probably the world at large. A visit to Oron crayfish market will explain better what crayfish business means. Yes. Many people shy away from crayfish business because to them it's for people, it's a dirty kind of business, I can't stand the smell. Thereby leaving it for market women, thinking it's the best for them. Well, it's not so anymore. If you have been following my video on businesses on my blog, I've consistently been talking about packaging. In this age, time, and season, packaging sells any business. I say whatever we sell here in Nigeria, Africa is sold in the Western world. The difference is just packaging. So why don't we emulate what is good? Okay, that's just that. There are different ways of packaging crayfish. Yes, you just have to look for the one that best suits you. Okay. But if you see the number of young men and women running that are doing this business now, you probably may have to do a rethink. If you doubt me, go to Oran markets, crayfish markets. You see tush ladies, guys here, coming to buy in bags, and they finish it weekly. They come. Imagine somebody buying 100 bags, 50 bags. They finish it within a week, and then they come back the next week. You know how much profit is that? Well, for instance, they are making 10,000 in each bag. How much is that? That's just by the way. When we get to profitability, we'll talk about it. As profitable as crayfish business is, it is also very possible for you to lose due to some reasons. That is why you have to understand the business before starting. You can approach some people who are experienced in the business to put you through, although most of them may decline, or at least you will find one that will tell you, that will open everything. And even in fact, that is the main purpose I'm even doing this business, so you will understand certain things about the business, and then as you go into it, experience will teach you the rest. In this, okay, so let's go straight into how to start crayfish business. To start this business, there are certain things that you need to put into consideration, such as how to preserve crayfish, target market, where to buy, how to package your crayfish, how to sell and the price. Crayfish is amongst the best exportable products. Just in case you are an exporter or you are thinking of what to you are thinking of going into exportation business, probably may consider this, because our African brothers and sisters, they have left the home, they want to feel home and where they are, and so they will always want our own crayfish to feel the taste. One, how to preserve crayfish. Yes, if you don't know how to preserve crayfish, then don't start the business to avoid loss. Or you buy only the quantities you can sell at once. Crayfish preservation is not difficult. I have written a post on it, but in my next video, I'm going to do a video on how to preserve crayfish so that you know what and what to what and know so that I can guide you in the business. I talk about retailing, bagging of crayfish. Okay, so now for instance, you can do wholesale, you can do retailing at the same time. It all depends on your location or your amount. Before this time, crayfish used to be, when I was doing this business, I was buying it at 30,000, 20 something thousand. I think the highest I bought was is it 40,000. Although they sell 50,000, I didn't go to the market that day. But now it's between 80,000, 120,000. Times have changed too. Let me talk about you selling. When you are talking about selling and retailing, means buying in bag and then probably tying it small or measuring it with mudu. Okay, but when I'm talking about wholesale, this means you sell in bags. It can be a whole full bag, or it can be bags that you share into maybe 10, that you can share a whole bag into 10, 20 or thereabouts. So that is just that's it. So there are many ways to sell crayfish in wholesale. You can buy the crayfish from dealers or buy at farm gate. Sell them whole. That is the same way it was packaged, or you now resize them and supply to shops, market women, restaurants, and so on. There are people that they tie, maybe that one they used to sell 15 naira, I'm sure it's 100 naira now or 200, I don't know. You after tying it, you count it for people that are reselling, and then and make your profit from there. Some people personally in Akwa Ibom State, there are some women that do that. Apart from those selling in the bag, go to our market, buy in bags and sell in bags. This one they buy in bags, they sit down and then begin to resize them 100 naira and count it for those that retail. And the next market day they are off again. That's how some people do it. So you can decide to do your own whichever way you choose. So let me tell you about crayfish business secrets. Every business have their own secrets. Crayfish is part of them. The more crayfish stays, the more it reduces. That was what I told you when I started. So if you don't sell your crayfish quickly, you will discover that it is not the same as it were when you bought. If you buy crayfish that has moisture more than what can keep it if you buy crayfish that has more moisture than what can keep it in form, one of the two of these two things will happen. If you have crayfish that has moisture, some people, you press the crayfish, you see that water is coming out. This is what will happen. The crayfish will either develop mold, or white ants will infest on that crayfish. So it's always advisable, if you have bought, if you touch it and it's not that dried, please, 1 day drying or 2 days is enough to keep your crayfish for long. So make sure when you are buying, buy what crayfish that is dried. Not if the bag is very heavy. If you are buying and the bag is heavy, it's not supposed to be too heavy. No crayfish now to consider the weight. So if you buy and it's too heavy, just know that it has water in it. Either drop it and buy another one, or go back and dry it. Okay, why you should do crayfish business? Crayfish is highly demanded because it is used every day for different kinds of food preparation. It's a business that can be started with small amounts of money. The business is sustainable. You can do the business from home. It is very easy to build customers. One can easily manage crayfish business. Anybody can do the business. It doesn't need special training. How do you start? Yes, start by identifying where you need to buy this crayfish. If you are a dealer, consider Oron crayfish markets. We also have markets in across river states, yeah, river states, and then in delta, but Bayelsa too. But then uh, Akwa Ibom own is because of the water. They have one, and in Eket there's water. We have a big water in Oron that's is a boundary, between cross river, so that's why they have more of crayfish. You can start with any amount. You can start with 100,000, you can start with 1 million, but start with what you have. You can also start small. If you are just do it within your neighborhood and then grow the business. Profitability in crayfish business. The business is very lucrative. Sometimes the profit will depend on how you want to sell it. You can put 5,000 on each bag you buy and sell. So let's just say in a week you bought like 10 bags. You put 5,000 naira on top. That's 50,000. Or even if you put 10,000, that's 100,000. The more bags you buy, the more profit you make. Where to buy crayfish? Crayfish can be sourced for in riverine areas, as I have mentioned. We have about 3 markets in a crayfish markets in Akwa Ibom State. There's one in Ibuna. There's another one. There are 2 in Oron, but the one they say Oron is the one when they say Oron crayfish market. That one is bigger. There are 2, but the one they say Oron crayfish market, that's the biggest. So you can consider this thing and what I have said and start your crayfish business. Especially if you look around your environment, there are people, the crayfish is in high demand and there are few people in the business. You should consider it. One thing you should know is this: no matter how it is, you sell your crayfish because it's daily needed. But when you are buying, look at the eye, because the appearance, people get attracted when it's fine, beautiful, no dirt, people go for it. But if you go and buy, when you are buying, make sure that you take out some to see it. That, especially when it rains, it washes the bank. You have different stick stones and all the rest of the things. Nylon is full inside of it. So you check so that you know that you are buying a clean one. If it is a clean one, definitely you sell it fast. You can retain your customers because they will know you always supply them clean crayfish. Start with what you have. Start in your own environment. Auron crayfish is one of the best crayfish you ever have in Africa. You can give it. You can, if you doubt me, try it, compare it, and see. Thank you so much for staying glued to Anybe's YouTube channel. Just in case you have questions, you can ask me. I'm very much open to answer your questions. Bye for now.